What's going on, guys? Diamond here, and I am back. So the last videos that you saw were indeed actually stockpiled, and I actually went out of town for a little bit, but I'm back and I'm going to be covering the remaining junkyard cars that I have, and we're going to be going over them and trying to build them up. So right in front of me we have the Fiat 1026P. We're going to be using this as the first car. Then we're going to work on the Reus Mugano, and then we're going to be working on the Lockswag Brazu. I still don't know how to say that at all. But first things first, let's go ahead and take the Fiat out and let's get to work. So we already have slicks and the fitment looks absolutely phenomenal. I wonder what engine this comes with, and it's actually in the back. So it comes with a 1.9 diesel. We can see the little transmission coming out and sticking out there. There's the engine actually, and it kind of sticks out like a little tail. That's kind of funny actually. All right, let's go change this engine out, and I guess as well as this transmission. Oh, and if you've noticed and you've paid attention to my money recently, I am now broke again. Well, not really, but I have obtained a couple cars as of recently, and pretty soon you will all be seeing videos on them. Let's just say I've completed the trilogy, and I'm going to be really happy to show you guys the two new cars that I've picked up. Anyways, I think the engines that we are going to pick up is obviously the 3.8. If there is any other engine that you'd like for me to try, just let me know in the comments and I'll be glad to try them out. I've been tempted to look at some of those like inline fives. I haven't really thought about using them because I don't know if they're any good or not, but if any of you have like actually used them, let me know how they are and I'll be glad to try them out for you. Oh wait, did this open? Wait, what? Oh, this is just bugged now. Okay, that's oh, that's interesting. So this opens up. Okay, I thought that was like a bug for a second, but no, it actually opens up. That's cool. All right, nice. Where's the radiator and all that then? Is it in here? Oh, it is. The battery and the radiator's in there. Okay, let's go ahead and get this put in. And then we're also gonna go ahead and go buy our 7-speed DCT, my beloved. So we're gonna go ahead and delete that. We don't need that anymore. I wonder how you go about closing this now. Oh, there we go. Okay, nice. Oh, we just did a whole 180. All right, let's try that again and start heading to the paint shop. Oh wow, this thing only goes 70 miles. So all that short speed for something so small. I know we said we were heading to the paint shop, but we got to do this real quick. Gotta fix these two things. All right, finally done. So that way we can get our 100% condition. Nice. Don't flip on me or do anything crazy. Come on now. All right, nice. And I'm thinking of like a weird green for some reason. Kind of like that. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. I don't know, like older cars like this had like such oddball colors, but they were like so unique at the same time. All right, let's head to the tuner. Well, I'd say I'd give y'all a max speed test, but there really isn't much to do with this car when it comes to max speed. You know, this is like a little meep car, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, look at this, like, look how slow. At least we're faster than some of the, like, NPC cars. We're faster than Lightning McQueen. Oh my god, he got beat by a lemon. He got beat by the meep car, and we still found a way to crash. Oh my god, that's karma for talking about Lightning McQueen. You know what? I want to see if we can do the loop-de-loop at full speed. Oh, we almost did. We ended up still spinning out at 70 miles per hour. That's crazy. This thing sounds like a lawnmower. Alright, let's try and tune this thing, shall we? So, we have a custom tune. This is by the user, I'm not pronouncing the first name, but Jinja. This is their custom 3.8 tune, and it makes about 1220 horsepower, but we should be able to break that 70 miles per hour limit. Hopefully. All right, let's go ahead and test this thing out. All right, let's figure this out. Oh, that's, well then, aw. 102. You know, this car, I was honestly expecting this thing to be like, kind of like crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. But I'm not even going to attempt the drag strip just because of the fact that we're just gonna get a quarter of the way there and max out. But hey, that's the Fiat. Interesting car, not even gonna lie. But anyways, let's head on over to the Rhenus Mugano. Alright, the next car on the chopping block, quite literally. We are going to be fixing this fitment, because that is just god-awful. Oh, wow, that's a horror scene right there. This is filthy. Alright, let's go ahead and put this up on the lift. And let's figure out exactly what tire size we're dealing with here. We're dealing with a 20. Let's try an 18. Let's go ahead and put this over here. And then I believe that this is like not the biggest tire on earth. I want to say it's like a 25, maybe a 20. We'll try a 25. Wait, that actually might be a, no, never mind. That's gonna be bad. I'm calling it. That's not gonna be good at all. Let's try the 18280 again, but let's do a 20. Oh, that is so much better. All right, so we found the fitment. Nice. And just to make sure, we'll put these on the back. Oh yeah, that is beautifully tucked. Oh wow, that's amazing. And I believe the smallest, it's gonna be a little bit smaller. I wanna say maybe a 16 in the fronts. That actually might work. I think that looks really good. Wait, let's go ahead and give it the in-car test. Almost, but I think we can make do with it. It needs to be, oh yeah, it needs to be less wider. So we need to do maybe like a 260. Honestly, I think that'll work. All right, it's kind of slanted kind of, but I think we can make this work. All right, let's go ahead and go get some slicks. Of course, before we do go get those slicks, let's go ahead and fix the car up and paint this thing. I think we'll keep it in the green that it's already from factory with. Oh yeah, and then we'll obviously throw a 3.8 in it and the lovely 7 DCT. Oh wait, it already came with a 3.8. Ruh-roh. This is interesting. Well, we got a new one anyways, so let's go ahead. Well, alrighty then. We're just gonna put that back in there. So it looks like we already have the 3.8. All right, so let's just go repair the radiator and battery and go and get the slicks in tune. Bro, future me was plotting. Honestly, we might be able to do without the slicks for right now. This car actually is pretty fast on its own, from at least what that was speed was getting to, and I did not want to take this air intake out. All right, you know the routine. Wash, charge up, and we'll come back to these. Oh my god, go on. Oh, go. The radiator's already done. Get on the tender. There we go. We'll go ahead and put this in. All right, now go in there. Now we have 100%. Let's go ahead and start heading over to the tuner. Obviously, we'll give you the max speed test. $164, not bad. So something I do want to ask of y'all is, what do y'all think of my intros? Are they too long? Are they too detailed? Or are they just right? Because personally, I have no idea if they're good enough or they drag. And I'm trying to figure out what would be the best way of going for my content for you guys. So if y'all want to let me know, just, you know, comment down there and I will take any suggestions that y'all may want. All right, now that we're at the tuner, let's go ahead and tune the Rhenus Mugano. All right, so this is going to be a custom tune by the username Matt Keezy. The amount of horsepower that they claim to have is about 1160, and we should be able to break that 164 miles per hour barrier. So let's find out. All right, let's test this out. Broke the margin. I think we hit 237 there, but we definitely did not max out. We actually hit the 7 speed again. That's amazing. This is the second car to actually do that so far in this update. All right. Now that we have the Rhenus done, let's go ahead and head over to the Lockswag Brazu, or however you say it. Either way, it is I think a Volkswagen Brasília, so let's head over to that. All right, the third and final car of today. And what engine do we come with? It is an inline 310. Wow. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and yoink these out. Since we already have a 3.8, because apparently the Rhenus had one already, we're gonna put these in. That is honestly kind of funny to see that in there. It looks kind of goofy in my opinion. Let's go ahead and delete this old engine and let's go ahead and start tuning, or not tuning, but fixing the radiator and battery. You know the routine. I sort of with how this thing loses traction, it's honestly, it might be a perfect drift car because it loses traction heavily. All right, let's go ahead and fix the radiator and battery like always. All right. Put this in, and let's put the battery back in. Got that lovely 100%, and we'll obviously give a max speed test. If we don't lose traction, of course. I think we'll start at 4th gear. Oh, 92. That's honestly kind of slow for a more rarer car. Okay, I'm actively trying to get to the tuner and I just keep crashing. This thing has 0 traction whatsoever. All right, let's tune this thing. All right, this is a custom tune by the user named Daymare. He claims that this should make about 1260-ish horsepower, and let's find out. All I want to do is have a straight shot. I don't want to lose traction. That's all I want. All right, let's do this. And we instantly lost traction. Oh my. You know it's bad when I have to start in 7th gear. Let's see, 139. All right, so it's not too fast, but it's also not too slow. I think the only drawback that I have with this car, realistically, would be the fact that it has 0 traction, which I feel like some drags could fix. Unfortunately, I don't have the time for that right now. Honestly, pretty cool car. I just would love to not be losing traction at the second I start driving. As for the other cars, I think they did pretty good. I can't really complain with these two. I would love that they were all a little bit faster maybe, but that's nothing a proper drag build cannot fix. Anyways, I'm gonna go sit in a corner or something, maybe eat, maybe drink some water. I think you guys should do that too. But anyways, I'm gonna head out. Ciao.